Well, here we are. What do you think of this little guy? Isn't he gorgeous? My Moosekey is here. This is Moosekey. He looks, now if I turn him like this, and don't look at his antlers, he looks like a frickin' little donkey from the back end. I've never seen a moose sit before, but from the back end, that's why I thought he was a donkey. But these, when I saw his horns all of a sudden, I went, well, you're not a donkey. And everybody, all of you are saying he's a moose. So I think he's got a, and the way like I said, I've never seen a moose sit before. So, you know, he's like Bullwinkle. Here he is. But this is Moosekey. We're going to call him that. He's got his little mohawk going on here down his back, and kind of gave his hair a bit of a combing through, and I think he looks wonderful. He's ready to be seen with my dolls and everything else going on. I think he's just gorgeous. I love him. I can't wait to get him into some videos and put him in there. He's going to just be great in there. And maybe we can get a little leprechaun hat on him. Something, you know, we got to do something to make him, you know, give him some green on him for St. Patrick's Day. But I think he's gorgeous. I really do. For a circus fair carnival toy, I think he's wonderful, you know. I have another one up here. If you look up here, this is another one right here, this little dog. They're always quirky little things. They're not, let me bring them down. I'm going to bring them down for you to see. There we go. They're always very abstract type of little animals, you know. They're not, like, they represent like a dog. He's a dog, but he's just always, they're colorful. They're a little bit quirky. That's maybe what I'm saying. They're quirky little animals, you know. So, whoa, where are you going? He's tired out. There we go. But yeah, maybe he doesn't like the dog. But anyways, yeah. So that's, I've got a few of these. And I love the, I'm going to put him back up there for a minute. There we go. He sits up there. I like putting him in my videos too from time to time. I like these little animals because they just got, like I said, a quirkiness for your videos. Now, I did put a wire in him. He's got a wire running through his head. He's got a wire to help him sit. He did already have a wire in his foot. Both his legs have a wire in them. But I put another one in there as well. He does have another one running up his neck, like I say, and there's one down his back as well. Just not a very long one, but just a short one. And but he's looking great. I think he's just wonderful. I might give him a bit of a wipe down. He got some dirty marks on him, but I don't know, nothing that horrible that I'm going to get all excited over. I think he's pretty good at him. I don't know where I got him from. If I'm to remember where I got him from, if I think I won him through an auction maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. I just know I've got him. That's weird. I can't remember, but my memory's not the best anymore. I know that, you know, but anyways, I want to take you over to my disaster now. I had a disaster today, and I think all of you, your hearts are going to fall when you see what happened today. But this is my success with Moosekey. Sounds like a Russian name, Moosekey, but that's what his name is, a Russian name. But his name is Moosekey for donkey, Moosekey. I think he has some donkey in him. Like I said, what goes on in the forest stays in the forest. You know, a donkey broke out from a farm, went into the forest, and la, 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 la. We don't know what happened after that. Okay, let's go over to my table and see my disaster. All right, well, I don't need to put my hand over. All right, there's Mable. Mable wants some treats? You do? Okay, let's get you some treats. She has a little treat jar here, and it even says treats on it, and she has some little treats. There we go. Have some treats on the house. Okay, let's see my disaster, what I did. Oh, my heart just fell. Oh, okay, I'm going to show it to you now. I broke her again. I broke her again. Yeah, she broke in right in pieces. Let me see. There we go. There we are. I'm not going to fix her again. I'm not going to go there. I have another plan. Where's that doll that missing an arm? Oh, she's back here, of course. Okay, hang on a second. Here she is. She's going to get the other arm, and I'm going to restore this one here. She's going to go up for restoration, and I'm going to give her the other arm. That's what you do. I'm done, because if I was to open, I can't get eyes into her, because you gotta reef on them, and if that does not work, it's not going to work, you know. Both of these were broke. There's another one here that was broke as well. And I'm shocked. Where is it? Is it this one here? I got to be so careful because I broke this one too. I broke two of them. I never said too much about it, but I broke one and then I broke another. And it's just what it is. These dolls are just... Oh, yeah, you can see where I mended her. I was mending. Yeah, it just isn't going to work. I'm done. I'm just going to take this girl. I'm not going to chop her head in half. I'm going to leave her eyes in. I'm going to cover them up with paper. I'm going to restore this one. I've come to that conclusion already. I'm going to take off her paint here, sand her, because I think underneath it's her oil paint. Her body will get a complete restoration. And yeah, I got one arm. I got two arms here. I'm just going to take both the arms. I don't have to take the other arm and do anything with it. I even have legs already done. So I might as well just take her legs off and just give her the legs that are already done. Cut my work down. And yeah, I even got a body. All I have to do is just her head, really. The body is already done, so why even bother with the body? I think I'm just going to put her head on the other body here, arms and legs. I've already talked myself into this. And I'll keep this for parts. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have this as parts. Oh, my heart dropped. I even broke. And I'm going to be honest with you, I was not reefing on it at all. But these are so stiff, you got to use so many muscles with them. I had a hard time getting their eyes out to begin with. They're just done. They're done. I can get this back together again. This does go back together. It all slides in. But they're so stiff in there. Like, I just don't... So what I did was, I didn't like the eyes I put into the other one, so I took them out and I chanced it and put the eyes in this one. So she got the eyes that were going into the broken head there. Into that head. I was putting these eyes into her. And the other eyes I painted them. So I decided to leave those, take them out of this doll's head, give her the eyes that her eyes, because they're at least in better shape, and leave it at that. Yeah, so she got those eyes. So I'm not going to bother anymore. That's it. I'm done. And she is going to, I'm going to take her head off. I'm going to take the paint, the acrylic paint off, because underneath this here is oil paint. I'm just going to lightly sand it and just repaint it. That's it. Done. That's all I have to do, and put the head, arms, and legs on her and continue on my way. So that's where I'm heading. Excuse me, sorry. But yeah, what a shame. What a shame. I was really looking forward for 5. Okay, another thing that happened to me was when I was up in my shop, upstairs, yesterday pulling down some more dolls, I have another Dion quintuplet up there. I have sextuplets. So I know there's only 5 in there. They were their quints, but I have another one. I think what I was thinking in my head of starting another set and then sell them. I still might do that. I might just keep looking still for some more in that size range and do them, like restore them and then sell them. That's a great idea. Have my own set and make a set, you know. And I think that would be wonderful to do, you know. And I'm really thinking about that. Something I'll do down the road, you know. I went, what, another one? How did I get another one? I'm being really honest with you. I have forgotten. When my husband passed away, a lot of my memory went with it. I've never really talked about my husband and how he died, but it was through suicide he died. So that day, my mind just turned off. It was in shock. It was a sudden shock that I went into, and I've never recovered completely from it. I still have not. I've never really talked about how he died. I just told everybody he died. But it was through suicide. My husband was in a lot of pain and back pain. And he was barely walking anymore. And there were other health problems he had as well that were climbing up on him. And I don't think he could take it anymore. He went a long time in being in pain. And he was on a lot of medication that he just didn't like being on anymore. I think he had enough. And, well, obviously he did. And that was the day my husband, you know, he decided he had enough. And I'm not mad at him. I get it. I lived with him. I saw the pain in his eyes. And there are probably many out there that won't agree to what he did. But I do support those. I do understand why some people do when they're in that much pain. There was not much more they could do for him. He was really a write-off, and he would just have to learn how to live until the day he naturally died. He couldn't make it. That's how bad he was. And we had him on so many different, I had him on some other medication for him. There was no sleeping anymore for him. There was no, you know, too much of life for him anymore. I saw that. And that's what happened. And from that day, I never recovered with memory. My memory froze, it seemed like. And so when you talk to me about things in the past, or I have to remember something, I've got today's memory, but I don't have like yesterday's memory. It seemed like somewhere along the line I had a block. It just went boom, you know, and it just like, I can't remember. And I just don't. I remembered Alfred Tennyson poetry. I can't remember them. I memorized stanza after stanza after stanza of Lady of Shalott, Lady Godiva. I can start, but I can't finish. On either side the river lies long fields of barley and of rye that clothe the world and through the sky. And I can't remember anymore. I'm done. I'm done. And I don't want to get the book back out to try to figure out what I forgot. Because to me right now, it's not there at this time. That's as far as I can go on Lady Godiva. I just don't have it. And, or was that the Lady of Shalott? See, I can't remember that. I think it was the Lady of Shalott, that one was. But it is what it is. And so anyways, when you hear me say that, it might give you a better understanding why I'm saying to you, I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of my dolls up there. So when I say to you, I don't remember, I really don't remember. It's like opening a box all over again and going, oh my goodness. And some of it comes back. Some of it doesn't. And so as I'm going through stuff up there, there's some, like I say, I just don't know. I don't understand how I got the doll. I can't remember how I got that donkey. I don't know. I have to go back on videos sometimes to see how I got things because I don't know. So that might help you to understand a little bit about why I say these things. That might go, what's wrong with you, girl? You don't know how you got it? I don't know. Even if I rode my bike down to the Salvation Army and won it on an auction, I don't know. And some things are coming back, and it's just shock. It's just how it was. And I was at work when it happened. And so that's just how I deal with things. I reopen up boxes and all of a sudden I go, I have you? I was going to buy, and that's why you will hear me say I was going to buy another one because I didn't know I had it. Because I didn't know I had it. And I really don't until I go upstairs. So I'm not buying anything right now because I don't know really what I've got. And it's coming back to me now as I'm opening up each box or bin up there and I see stuff. I go, and here's a for instance. I just bought myself not too long ago a Susie Q doll. I made a video about it. I did not know I have one or two of them upstairs. I found them. Did not know I had them. And I'm being honest with you. I did not know I had them. There's two of them up in my attic right now. I bought it. So this is what's happening. I have to stop. That's why I've stopped buying because I don't know what I own. And if you asked me before that, I would have told you I had Susie Q. And I did, you know, but I would know that before my husband passed away. I knew exactly what I had. I had everything just bang, bang, bang off my mind. I knew stuff. I see stuff. I got it, you know. My memory now, no, I don't know. It's like some part of me just sealed off that day. But anyways, a lot of it's coming back. It is. It's just, it takes time. It's been 5 years since he's been gone. And I've regained a lot, but not everything. I may not. And I just have to take my mind and relearn again some things, you know, like that. Like, what do I have up there? You know, it's not everything. I mean, I can do everything else in my life. I had to stop. That's why I retired so early, because my mind couldn't deal with it anymore. At work, it's remembering stuff. And my memory froze that day. I was at work when it happened. So I had to clean the room where they brought me into when the police were there telling me about my husband passing away. I could hardly go in that room. I did it. I had to go in, but I could hardly get in there and do anything. And it turned into an office and went to somebody else. I was so glad when that happened because I didn't have to go in there anymore. So there's a lot of great things that, you know, that I have happened since then in my life, and I'm glad because they've given me the lift I've needed. But when I tell you on camera here, I don't know, that is why. And if I say to you, I almost bought another one, that's because I don't know, you know. So just to explain to you, I was holding back on telling everybody, but you know, why? It might make sense now when you hear me say that, because I'm being real with you when I say I don't know. And you'll hear me say that a lot. I say it in the house, oh, I didn't know that was there. I didn't know. How'd that get there? And my daughter will tell me something, and we were going to watch a movie one day there. And say, what movie are we watching again? I can't remember. She told me, but I don't remember. So sometimes just short-term memory isn't there at times, depending in my mind. So where I am in that day. But anyways, a lot has come back, though. I mean, I am remembering a lot of stuff, you know. I do know, you know, from day to day, most things, you know. But sometimes it can be quick, just little few things here and there. So just, that's why. So when I tell you, how did I get that donkey? I don't know. I can't recall how I got him. I'm going to have to go back, because I think I made a video of him. Again, I don't know. I got to go back to my videos and see if I made a video about him. And he may not be on the forefront of the video. He could be lost in a video. So if it doesn't show up in a picture, I may not be able to find it, you know. But that's okay. I don't need to know where he comes from. I know I got him. There you go. Bottom line. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for understanding and listening and grabbing a chair and sitting and see my Moosekey come to life again with his wonderful little ears. Let's take one more look at him before I close off this video from a distance. There's Mable. There we go. We'll bring up the camera. There they are. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me, and a lot more wonderful things to come. Bye-bye.